there, Justice 3 Strike Force. It's me, Authorian, and welcome to your daily dose of Marvel Strike Force. And today's topic is going to be the Misfit Adventures campaign that's going to be coming up in a little bit, and who I am going to be taking into that event. I do have a little bit of a process, so bear with me. I did a little bit of setup for you so that way this can go as smoothly as possible and we can just discuss the different kind of team types that we can come up with. Now, I will be doing as many teams as possible, and my top team, obviously, I'm going to take through for my first run through, and then for any of the other teams that I have left, I'm going to do videos for 1-7, 1-8, 1-9, which generally speaking are the more difficult stages of any character event, so be on the lookout for those. Let's get this started. I hope you guys did well on the Cyclops Valentine's Day type event that was going on. I missed out on the very last milestone, which made me kind of mad, but you know, it is what it is sometimes when you're playing a game, and I'll show you how well I did. That's how good. A little frustrating, I know, and plenty of you guys out there are probably in the same boat as I am, because generally speaking, that's just the way the behavior goes when trying to get shards for a character like this one. Well, hopefully it gets added to the orbs, and then I can finish off this 6-star and hopefully just start chipping away at that last star. Alright, to the Misfits event. Now, like I was saying before, I did a little bit of setup on here. I looked at the character list that they have here, and it pretty much lists your strongest characters for the Misfit tag from top to bottom, and that's what I did here in my spreadsheet. Now, this is my database for Marvel Strike Force, so don't get all crazy with it. I didn't spend like 80 hours setting up just this one thing. I pretty much, I do an update on my Blitz list every week, and I'll start doing shows for that. And I just copy and pasted my characters and what their current power levels are, and a little updating if there needs to be. Usually there isn't. I'm getting close to maxing out Stark Tech. It'll be a heck of a lot easier to be able to get that done. So I'm going to take a look at this list, and since I had looked at this list to set this up already, I kind of have a good idea about where I want to go. And right away, I always set up any powerhouses. You know, for an end game veteran like myself, most of the teams I'm going to put up, like, you know, your top team is pretty much going to overpower even on the hardest difficulty and power all the way through. Now, I could be completely and utterly wrong, because sometimes there's just that special combination of waves and characters that you just can't push through, and you need the right tools to get the job done. But I do believe the team that I'll be setting up today, that'll be my number one team, will most likely just overpower this entire event. But it'll be interesting to see how the secondary and tertiary teams do. There are I do believe there are 3 members of Fantastic Four here already, and then I'm going to put them together, period. One, because my Human Torch is really strong. I just pulled like another big star for him, so his power levels went way up. So I'm going to put them out there, and each one of the Fantastic Four adds a little extra damage overall to the character, so that much more damage on the field, the better. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in this first slot right here. Who else here? Oh, we got Namor. And Thing. Thing is my weakest guy, mostly because, as luck would have it, in the lottery system that is the red stars, I got more red stars for all the other characters. I actually, when Fantastic Four was coming around, I really started obeying certain rules when it came to using my red star orbs, and it's a pretty good strategy. You should check out my last Toad orb opening. It's got a little section in there where I open up the red orbs. You might want to pay attention to that. Let's see here. Now, I got those 3 members up there. I think I'm just gonna overpower this entire thing. I got nothing really to take advantage of here. Yes, Human Torch does have a little bit of bleed, and he'll flip any negative statuses on his turn, but when it comes to bringing something to the team, these three are bringing raw damage. Without Mr. Fantastic, I don't believe they're going to be getting their assists, but Human Torch has a back-end AoE, while Namor actually has a front-end AoE, which is going to be extremely powerful. Although, now that I'm looking at it, Miles Morales has got that Venom shock that goes right away in the beginning. I can do that to add damage on top and just see where the chips fall after that, because the Human Torch will come on the back end. And so Namor and Miles Morales can put down some serious damage to start with. Not to mention getting some disrupt on key targets. I don't have it T4'd, but I'm planning on it because the Symbiosis team is pretty much my project right now. But that has nothing to do with putting a team together now. I am going to do that. I like that idea. Unless he's going to be more useful somewhere else, I'm going to do that. And since Loki does have pretty much the highest power there, I'm going to put him in because turn 2, he's going to be able to protect this group, since we really don't have any way to put taunts down or anything like that. And so Loki will protect this main team a little bit, and himself by triggering that stealth whenever his life gets low enough. But he's got a per turn heal, so that'll work out in my favor overall. So just purely on damage here, I think I'm good to go with this team. I do believe I saw Miss Marvel here. There she is. Okay, so Miss Marvel is there. I can put together a Hero Brawler team. I think I have enough for an entire team, but I think one member might need to spread out somewhere else. But, let's put together this Supernatural. I don't know. I'm gonna put Miss Marvel in this third slot here, so I can start removing more names. You know what? While I'm at it, pretty much anything below 25,000 for power is just not going to cut it. I'm gonna red them out, so I don't even think about trying to putting them on a team. It's been my experience anywhere from 25 to 30. You're talking character that's already battle ready. That means level 70. And this is my opinion on what battle ready means. It by no means means what you should do compared to what other people are saying. But level 70, that's going to get you set up to, increase your abilities to their max if you so choose to do so in the future. You got your 664 for your abilities, and at least tier 9. I'm at the point where putting together resources and things like that is getting much simpler. I have an awesome alliance that I run with, so coming up with resources really isn't a problem. In general, when I'm putting down a new character, I can get up to about tier 11 on the first go around. Alright, I am going to start a Supernatural team for team 2. That means Scarlet Witch needs to go in. And I do believe I saw a third here somewhere. Oh, Elsa. Elsa's good because of the Supernatural trait. Ooh, you wanna know what? I think just by looking at this, I should double down on negative statuses like bleed. Ghost Rider is going to have that turn 1 bleed to go right away, and so will Pyro, and he could stack that on top of Ghost Rider. I think their speeds are pretty comparable. But really, that Supernatural team, because of Ghost Rider, they're going to be really fast. Scarlet Witch will actually increase the duration of all those negative statuses, which is even better. Elsa, more than likely, will chip kill everything that she sees. Still don't know the layout of the enemies that are going to be hitting the field, so too early to tell. But judging by the power levels, I think it's more than enough. Now, I could put down some more raw damage between Rocket and Killmonger, but judging by who is left on this list, I believe keeping them together for that raw damage is probably going to be a plus. Because I think I'm going to end up running like a semi-tech team here. Yeah, we're going to put Wolverine and Gamora in that brawler group. Deadpool, yeah, I'm gonna put Deadpool in there also. I don't see where he would be useful pairing him up with anyone else. So we got Ant-Man with some slow. Jessica Jones, she is a little bit of a wild card here. There might be, you know, if she's on this list, not just because of her character profile, there might be an instance where negative statuses become a big problem and she might be needed. To be completely honest, I think she just needs to be there for energy. And you wanna know what? I think I'm going to take Toad, actually. He's in almost battle-ready position. He's still got like a few levels to go before he's level 70, but his abilities are up. He's at tier 10 for his gear. He might be tier 11 by the time we get to the campaign, so who knows. But he's got that special ability that's going to allow him to increase durations, also sort of like the Scarlet Witch. And he's really fast. Not like super fast, you know, like Black Widow fast or Captain Marvel fast or Human Torch fast, but yeah, his speed is up there. Wait, now that I'm thinking about it, does Pyro and Toad, because they're both Brotherhood, can they benefit from each other at all? I don't think so. Let me check out Pyro first. There he is. His speed bar goes up, but he doesn't add anything to the team, it looks like. What about Toad? I think his passive has to do with the lob, mostly. I need to see Toad. Where are you, Toad? No, you're higher than that. Oh, I have him on my favorites list. Duh! He's on the first two trays as my developing objective. Alright, let's see. Does he bring anything to the group? Brotherhood assists. Okay. Alright, so Toad's gonna bring assists to Pyro. That's a little bit, it's a 50% shot, but still, that's pretty good. He can get some more good chip damage in. Plus he's got that duration, and he can remove positive statuses in a chain. How far does that go? Can it be broken? Counters do break it. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on that. Alright, but I think Team 2 is done. Team 3, full of brawlers. You wanna know what? Jessica Jones might actually pair really well with Rocky. He's got a cheap special. Get him to use his ultimate a little bit quicker. Both those guys do, sort of. And Killmonger's got a drain. Who would go well with the brawlers? Ooh, I feel like Jessica Jones needs to be with the brawlers. No. A monstrosity. That is my best choice. He's a lot tougher and powerful than he looks, especially after the rework. So he'll be useful there just purely on damage. He won't be able to take any advantage of Miss Marvel's assists or anything like that, but he'll be good, a good one to put in there. And so that means I'll have a decent tech-oriented team 4. That actually might be a really decent team now that I think about it. I mean, Killmonger's got that big drain and that sweeping ultimate. And then, you know, you got Vision here who's laying down the defense up on spawn. Plus that ability block is useful. And he can remove positive statuses. And you want to know what? That actually worked out perfectly. All these other guys in red are completely useless. Maybe not Kree Reaper and Cyborg, but I don't have enough to put together another team, and compared to the regular heroes and villains that I have, their power levels don't even come close. Alright, so let's go ahead and neaten this up. And then, let's see here. Let's see here. We'll pick out any gaps in the lineup for power levels. You know, imbalances don't matter as much in a character, like a character campaign or character event. It's more so like in Blitz, because that'll help determine what pool of teams that you're going to be paired up with for a fight. Well, we'll just look at it just to see if there's any big pockets that we need to be aware of. See, that one's big, but in this lineup, Toad definitely is it. Here in the Brawlers, obviously a Monstrosity. And then the last team, got some big boys in there. Jessica and Vision are in relatively the same boat. Same with Ant-Man, so most of that team's pretty solid. I mean, Rocket and Killmonger are far above, but it's not going to hurt the event at all. If anything, it's going to be a positive. Toad might be a reliability issue, like a liability issue on this Supernatural team. I got no way to protect him except for Scarlet Witch with her special giving out block. Toad does get a little bit of a dodge. That could be a problem. Team 1, that's set just purely on sheer force of will on that one. Now this Brawler team, Brawlers are limited. They're powerful enough to do it, but I think maybe a Monstrosity might get it in the teeth a few times. They might get the job done though, but who knows? Till we get there. Alright, so there you have it. From the time of this video, it looks like we got 4 more days until the event comes. I'll definitely leave a link to that series of videos down right here in the comment section below, so that way you can watch all those videos, especially for you guys who just started out in Marvel Strike Force and might not have the collection power to be able to enter this event at any one of the stages. And hopefully all you others find it more informative, probably in 1-7, 1-8, and 1-9, which usually are the more difficult stages. A little bit of a video for you to review and see if you can figure out how to get through. Now, if there's a team combination you want me to check out that you have, let me know and I'll try to put that together for you also. If you enjoyed your time today, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm almost up to 100. I am very excited. Thank you so much for you guys who have already subscribed and liked and commented on all of my videos. On tomorrow's show, I do plan on doing a little bit of a comic book history for Toad. Nothing too extensive, but a little bit extra. Not all of us are huge comic book readers like myself, or maybe you. And you can also check out the comments on that video for the people who really are some hardcore comic book fans that know a lot about Toad. I know a decent amount about Toad. X-Men was my window into the comic book universe. So once I watched that old cartoon, I went into the comic books, and the incarnations of Toad up to this point have not been up to par. I really love the way that Marvel Strike Force takes certain characters, and because this is one big war, everybody's got more of a combat-oriented design, which makes things even more fun, and so much more so with this new character, Toad. So until next time, don't forget to get those dailies in to support your alliance, and I'll see you guys on the next one.